Hi guys, today we are going to learn how to use a tool in Google Slides. So anytime you see this little yellow piece of paper right here, that means you're in Slides. So all Google extensions have their own icon. And so this is the icon we would use or see when we're in Slides. So Slides has a toolbar with all sorts of things to do with a slide that you are working on. So today the one we're going to focus on is the shape slide. So we will be using shapes in order to mark our work during Summer Academy to show what our answer was. That's how I will know that you have completed the assignment. So Shapes tool, there's a whole bunch of things you can do to it. So first, when we click on that, you see what we're given 4 options of shapes. So this one is your basic shapes. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that you can use. Arrows, I have used those quite often. Callouts are for if you want to draw attention to something. You can see there's also some number ones in here. And equations, these are just a simple shape of an equation symbol. So there's more of that somewhere else, but we won't focus on that right now. So first we're going to pick a shape, and let's see, let's do a call out. So I'm going to pick this one that looks like a cloud. And you see it didn't show up. Don't worry, it's still there. But you see I have a cross right here. So I'm going to click and hold on my mouse pad, and I'm going to make that cloud as big as I want it. Okay? So once I've done that, you can see you have these little boxes all the way around. That will help you either make it bigger or smaller this way. Bigger or smaller this way. And then this one right here allows you to turn it. So you can reposition it any way that you want on your slide. Now the other fun thing to do in shapes is we just have a gray cloud. Well, that's a little bit boring, right? So you can go up here when you hover over this, it says fill color. So we're going to make our cloud a pretty blue color. And then you notice around the cloud we have a very fine outline. So if we go to the next icon, it says border color. So that border is this little fine line around the cloud. So we can either make it the same color. If you don't want, you can make it transparent and then it won't show up at all. Or you can make it a completely different color or something just a little bit different. I'm going to go with just a little bit darker blue. Now say I really want this border to stand out because I really want people to pay attention to what's going on in this call out here. So your next icon is called border weight. So what it's going to do is it's going to change the thickness of that border that we just put in. So right now it's on 1 pixel. If we can, as the higher the number, the thicker the border. So there's 3, but if we go all the way up to 12, we have a really thick border. Okay? I don't necessarily like it that thick. Let's try 3 for now. So, and you can always go back and change these at any time. Then the next thing we have, so we have this border, but we can also change how that border looks. We can either keep it in a solid line like it is now. We can make it dots, which makes it kind of neat. And then, or you can make dashes if you're doing more of a comic, maybe. Dashes and dots. Longer dashes. And then a longer dash and a longer dot. Now the other thing is, as you change the weight, if you would change the weight of that line, let's make it 8. See how it makes that border thicker, you know, even when we changed the dash. Okay, so that doesn't look that good. I'm going to change it back to 3. I like this one, but if I would change the weight to 4, it makes it a little heavier. Okay. Now, so if you're done formatting your shape as far as the color and the border and all those things, there's some other things you can do with that shape. So now that you're in the shape, if you have the blue box out here, it means you can still format this shape. So let's say I want to write something in this shape. Okay, so I'm going to type in math is fun. First, I don't know what happened here, so I'm going to get rid of this first. So let me highlight all this. So I can just type in, and once I've done that, I can change the font. So First of all, if this isn't centered, I would highlight it all. I would come up to my align tab. I would, this top one here, center, we'll make sure it's centered in the middle of the object. And then this one here centers it from top to bottom to make sure that it's where we want it. So if I want to change the font, then I'm just going to go over here. I have it in Ribeye now. Let's go into Ranchers. Let's use Ranchers. We can change the size by increasing it here. And then I can also change this text color. So maybe I want that black instead of white, or maybe I want it bright yellow. Okay. And then I'm done. So that is how you use the Shapes tool.